pillars fall into the four corners of the room. I know this woman.
Mitsuru-san?
No, that's a fake.
Where's Minazuki?
He's gone already. Hey, not to butt in, but don't you think you're in over your heads a little this time? Didn't you see his power? You're up against more than just that brat.
There's something else going on. Adachi-san, who had put some distance between us without us noticing, speaking his usual carefree tone from outside the invisible walls. It's true that Minazuki's power isn't normal. Does that mean that Sho received power from something beyond human understanding, just like Adachi-san did once?
I mean, don't you think it's a little late? He said he has all the persona fragments he needs. So all that's left is to summon that thing, and then jam the fragments he's gathered into. That might have hurt. What was that for?
You speak too much, imbecile. Should I deal with you instead?
Yeah, Adachi would
No way.
wreck the
Where'd
shit
you get
out of
that
you.
idea? All right then. I did try to warn you guys.
Adachi-san waves us while leaving the classroom. Before I can even consider the message he left us with, the fake Mitsuru-san points her rapier at us.
Now it's time for your execution. I'll send you all to the afterlife, one after another.
We'll pick Labras. Alright. Excuse me.
Finally.
The ninth match.
Stay on your feet.
Auto combo, bitch.
Use your winning strike.
Perfect. Whoa.
No complaints here.
Get shit on. And more persona fragments. The red pillars shatter and the fake Mitsuru-san melts. The persona fragments the melting fake spits out float up, becoming a ribbon of golden light flowing to the top of the tower. We were able to escape danger, but the damage we've taken isn't light either. We can't just run off and chase after Minazuki immediately.
In any case, let's sort the situation out.
To give Yosuke and Chie some time to recover, we agree to Naoto's suggestion and start sifting through all the information and speculations we have.
Sho was conspiring with the other Minazuki, and they enveloped this town in red fog. They then set things up so that we would fight our fakes here. When persona users fight inside the red fog, their persona is carved off into fragments, which are being harvested at the top of this tower.
But for what, man? It has to be related to the fall.
When Climax was just to gather our persona fragments, right?
Right. And Sho and Minazuki are planning on using the gathered persona fragments on whatever it is they're summoning with this tower.
But what's Sho going through so much fuss to summon?
How they intend to use the persona fragments on this summoned entity, and what effects it'll have, remain to be seen.
Elizabeth is around. She probably knows. She can probably one-shot it.
It's gonna eradicate all living things by summoning this being. We can't let that happen.
Minazuki's trying to fix it so no one else but Sho exists anymore, right? That's pretty serious.
If that's what he's up to, we don't have much time left. We gotta hurry and stop him. Oh, hold on a sec. There's something I was wondering about.
Huh? What is it?
Yeah. That Minazuki guy told you he didn't have a split personality, right, Yukon?
So he's possessed by something, I think he said.
And, that's what made me think that maybe there's a plume of dust stuck in him.
Ah.
What do you mean? Well, I told Naoto-kun this before, but the plume of dust has to do with creating Ibises in my hearts, right?
That explains why only Minazuki has a
Dust
persona.
inside me resonated, like when I first met Aigis. So if Sho doesn't have split personality, but that Minazuki was a personality that showed up later, it got me wondering. Huh? But how? Why?
No, it's possible. Thinking about it. Mitsuru-san suspected that Labrys' kidnapper had ties to the Kirijo group. I looked into it as well, but during the reign of Koetsu Kirijo, Mitsuru-san's grandfather, a CEO of the Kirijo group, they performed many inhumane experiments, which led to the various shadow-related crises that Mitsuru-san's group continues to deal with.
Yep, it was all Mitsuru-san's grandfather's fault.
So, are you saying Sho had one of those plume thingies stuck into him as an experiment?
Very possible, but
yes.
Seriously?
we'll need to hear that from him. A heavy silence falls over us. If Sho's past was that horrible, it's no wonder he hates the world. I'd expect nothing less from the victim of inhumane human experimentation, artificially born and then covered up. He probably doesn't even know the importance of the bonds that people form.
Either way, we must hurry on. If we can rescue Mitsuru-san, she may be able to tell us more.
And she's like, there's not many shadows we haven't fought. Everyone nods when we begin heading to the top of the tower. Not one person has mentioned a word about our friends who aren't with us. Rise, Kanji, Teda, Yukiko, and the other shadow operatives fighting alongside Labrys. But it's not because we're not worried about them. It's that we believe in our friends to look after themselves. Rather than go back to the town to check on them, we can trust in them and put all of our energy into climbing this tower. We have to move fast if we want to prevent Sho and Minazuki's plan and protect the town that's so precious to us. Plus, we need to know what Adachi-san's really up to. Labrys and I lend our respective shoulders to Yosuke and Chie, who are still recovering from their injuries, as we climb the stairs to the top of the tower. We thought the distorted stairs would lead to another maze-like hallway, but they only go further and further up.
Hey, we're at the end. There's a door. This is the door to the rooftop, right?
I'm going to open it.
Everyone nods and now opens the door. What we see beyond it is a bizarre area we've never laid eyes on before. Outside, what looks like a landing, an enormous red moon shines bright in the sky. There are countless cross-like objects embedded all over the ground too, making it seem like an execution ground.
Where is this?
It's not part of Yasogami High. That much is certain.
Well, duh.
I've seen this area before.
Hey, over there! Is that Mitsuru-san?
Oh, well, we found her. Just like we saw on the Midnight Channel, Mitsuru-san is bound to the cross Chie points to. Is she unconscious? Her head hangs limp and she doesn't react to Labrys calling her name. As we try to hurry over to her, a figure moves to block our way.
Deploying enclosed battlefield. You will go no further.
Shadow Aegis. The summoned red pillars fall from the sky and surround us. Even here, they're forcing these battles on us.
I've been waiting for
Yep.
you, sister.
You ain't Aigis. You're a fake too.
Labrys is right. That burning golden hue in the figure's eyes is a dead giveaway that it's a fake. Oh, I finally acknowledged
A
that.
fake, sister.
Jesus.
But is the distinction necessary for us?
What?
We are weapons forged in the shape of humans. Aren't we all fakes from the start?
Oh, Jesus. Now I need to put all that doubt in someone's head.
Of humans.
Have you forgotten? We have no comrades. You even fought and killed your sister units, no.
Damn it! Labrys, don't listen to her!
Labrys' past. It's filled with gruesome memories of battle. Her makers advanced the product line by having their prototypes fight each other. She was forced to destroy her sister units, basically, kill the rest of her family. but
It's okay, Yosuke.
What? But
Labrys will be alright.
that's right. In the P1 Grand Prix, Labrys faced a shadow within her and accepted it. Our Labrys standing with us now shouldn't be swayed by such a cheap trick.
What's wrong, sister? Do you not hate humans?
Yeah, I do hate humans.
Then,
But not like how you mean it.
sister,
As much as I got a grudge against humans, it was humans that saved me. Yeah, the ones who made me did horrible things to me. To all the ones in my model. But hate...
So they all, I wonder if they all look the same. I haven't actually finished all of the Persona 4 story mode yet.
All the rest of them. It ain't right for you to destroy the world they all live in.
how unfortunate. I would have thought that you could understand my master. Show Minazuki's desire for solitude.
His solitude.
She gonna remember something about him,
I will
or?
see you die here, sister.
Oh. The fake Agisan charges towards Labrys at high speeds. This isn't good. Labrys is tied up supporting Chie and is in no position to fight back. I have the same problem propping up Yosuke too. Which leaves only one person who can deal with this right now.
Naoto, I'm counting on you.
You don't have to tell me.
Naoto's persona, summoned with perfect timing, stops the fake Agisan's attack and forces it back.
Naoto-kun!
great move, Naoto!
You really helped Naoto-kun?
Nonsense.
Let's make ourselves clear. As long as we're around, we won't allow you to so much as lay a finger on Labrys. I don't know what kind of solitude you or your creator is suffering, but we don't lightly forgive anyone who hurts our friends.
Nakama Punch!
Discuss. Releasing limiters. Switching to battle mode. Annihilating targets.
Alright, we'll play as Naoto, because I'm sure we'll be playing as you in the last fight, so... And technically speaking, they just were talking about how Naoto is the only one free up to fight.
Final.
10th match, alright. Oh, no perfect for me.
What should we do?
That's bullshit. Their moves are nearly identical. Boom!
That wraps up the match. Good job.
And I think that's the last shadow. Goodbye. And there go more Persona fragments. The fake Agisan begins to melt away. As everyone runs towards Mitsuru-san, I think about what the fake Agisan said. I would have thought that you could understand my master Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude. What I sensed from Sho when I met him was an intense, insane hatred for everything in this world. What could have pushed him so far that he decided to pursue an outrageous goal like destroying the world?
Mitsuru-san!
Where am I? Labrys, you came.
Mitsuru-san, are you alright?
Yes. But aren't you all a bit too close?
Mitsuru-san comes to and we all look into her face. She seems pretty exhausted, but she doesn't appear to be fully conscious.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry I'm late. Jeez, look how beat up you are.
Thank you, Labrys.